Good morning. Welcome to your 10 a.m. daily weather briefing. We have some partly to mostly cloudy skies across the region this morning. Going to see some increase of our cloud coverage, especially in the mid-levels throughout the day today. We'll see a very slight chance of sprinkle during the late afternoon hours today, but overall better chances of rainfall come in for the evening into the early overnight hours as well. A very slight chance of a thunderstorm, around 15% between 2200 local and midnight tonight. Otherwise, going to see fairly mild conditions overall today, and we'll see temperatures rising towards midnight into the mid-50s, for our warmest temperatures of the day, with that rainfall moving in and area low pressure that's going to provide the rainfall across the region. But overall for today and the work day, we should not see any rainfall with fairly good conditions across the region. Our upper level winds from this morning, freezing level at 4,100 feet, winds out of the northwest, and for light and low levels about 15 to 20 knots between 1,000 and 6,000 feet, then increasing with height above that with up to 74 knots at 25,000 feet out of the northwest this morning. Current surface analysis, we do have a warm front that's going to be moving through for that early to late afternoon hour that could give us a sprinkle. Otherwise, we're going to see this area low pressure tracking through the region tonight that's going to give us a good chance of rainfall across the area. And taking a look at our current satellite imagery, you can see we do have some cirrus cloudiness across the area currently. Going to see this thicker mid-level cloud cover move through for this afternoon with that warm front. And then we're going to see continued with the cloud coverage in the mid and lowering in our bases for the evening and the overnight hours with some low-level cloud cover likely during that time frame when we see the rainfall. And taking a look at the HRRR model, and show that slight chance of some sprinkles around 1 and 2 o'clock this afternoon, and continuing during the mid to late afternoon hours, a slight chance of a sprinkle, a very slight chance. Most likely won't see it, but can't rule out a few drops of rainfall across the region. Our rain really does move in after about 8 o'clock this evening, and will come in with a southeasterly flow off the water and will be gusty at times when this rainfall is moving in and through the region. You're going to see a very slight chance of a thunderstorm. Most likely those thunderstorm chances will be from the tidewater south, so only about 15% chance of seeing that here at Wallops. But overall, going to see some moderate to possibly heavier rainfall once this moves through, and it will be a quick mover. Only going to see that for about 4 to 5 hours, and then it'll be through the region and east of our area. For tomorrow morning, going to see just some lingering cloud coverage across the region, possibly some lower level cloud cover early in the morning, but overall, for the afternoon hours, seeing that cloud cover start to dissipate, and seeing some slightly breezy winds out of the northwest, but more sunshine across the region as well as some mild temperatures. So taking a look at the GFS model for the next few days, taking a look at the long range, that rain moves through this evening, and then for our Tuesday, there's slightly breezy winds. Wednesday looks like high pressure in control, good conditions for Wednesday, and then Thursday we'll see another system quickly moving through the area for Wednesday night and Thursday as that high moves off the coast. Model is kind of a disagreement of how developed the system will be. Right now, it looks like we'll have about a 50% chance right now of seeing some rain shower activity overnight Wednesday to Thursday. And Thursday should clear out and be a very mild day across the region. Still a warm air mass in place as high pressure starts to build in from the Great Lakes. We'll see another area low pressure develop across the Arklatex region for our Thursday and a Friday. That's going to be moving towards our region for Friday, giving us rainfall across the region for Friday, as well as some breezy conditions. GFS model here shows a double-barreled area low pressure redeveloping along the coast, and that should give us some good chances of rainfall for Friday and possibly into Friday night into Saturday before this area low pressure moves well off to our northeast for Saturday. And we'll see additional disturbance trying to move through the region right now, it looks like on Sunday, but rainfall chances with that look to be minimal at this time. So taking a look at our risk chart for today, best chance of rainfall will become between 20 local to midnight tonight. Temperatures rising in that time period as well, with the southeasterly winds gusting up to 25 knots, becoming southwesterly, so rising from 48 to 55 degrees. And that 55 degrees will be our warmest temperature the next 24 hours. We'll see a high today in the lower 50s, so slightly above average for this time of year, and then overnight we'll see those temperatures slowly fall from that mid-50s down to the upper 40s by tomorrow morning, so well above average for our overnight low. We'll also see a chance of some low ceilings with that low pressure moving through, and a 15% chance of a thunderstorm between 2200 and midnight. As far as our terminal forecast goes, we'll see that lowering of the bases down to about 7,000 to 6,000 feet this afternoon, and then overnight we'll see conditions deteriorating with our ceilings below 2,000 feet, possibly down as low as 600 feet with the rainfall moving in after 2,200 local, and then overnight we'll see low clouds lingering across the region. Then should see that start to scour out once we move into the daytime hours tomorrow, with 8 local scattered at 500, broken at 4,000. Possibly some reduced visibility still lingering in the area. Our tides are half to 1 foot above normal. Looking at Tuesday into Wednesday. Tuesday, slight chance of lingering low clouds in the morning. Otherwise, mostly partly cloudy and slightly breezy, mild, a high of 63 degrees. Tuesday night, mostly clear to partly cloudy, a low of 38. And for Wednesday, partly cloudy with onshore flow, a high of 58 degrees. We'll see slight chances of wind advisory for Tuesday with winds gusting looks like about 22 to 23 knots out of the northwest, and we'll see a slight chance of those low ceilings in the morning hours. So for the next 7 days, looking at that rain for this evening into the early overnight hours, and seeing a mild day tomorrow, and then looking at temperatures back into the upper 50s for Wednesday, much mild day for Thursday, possibly seeing those temperatures near 70 degrees inland for Thursday, so a very warm day. And then looking at or mild day, I should say, and then temperatures back into the upper 50s and mid 50s for Friday through Sunday. Friday's system looks like it should be a warm system across the region. Temperatures actually rising above 57 degrees near midnight on Friday, so could see some very mild air moving in late Friday into Saturday. Right now, still in question of where that low pressure tracks off the coast. If it moves just north of our area or just to the south, will really determine those temperatures and how warm they get for Friday. But overall, with a fairly typical pattern for this time of year, we'll see rain chances about every 3 days with some good weather in between those rain chances. Well, that's going to complete our 10 a.m. daily weather briefing. Hope everybody has a great day today. Back tomorrow morning, 8:15 at 10 a.m.